chord diagrams, very similar to tablature. I want you to imagine in your head that a guitar is hanging up on a wall straight up and down like this. Okay? If you look up, notice that your strings are now vertical. So you would have E, A, D, blah, 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 going this way. I have labeled each of those up there. So the one that's on the left is your low E string, and then you have your A string, your D string, your G string, B, high E. Those boxes, those are your frets. So this is literally like a picture of the first 5 frets of the guitar in graphical form. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Look where it says E minor. Okay? You see some zeros or O's floating above the strings. That means you're going to play that string in our chord, but it's going to be an open string, which means you're not going to press anything. So which strings here are open? The low E, the G, the B, and the high E. Now your dots, I want you to think of those as little fingerprints. So it looks to me like we have a note that we're going to press down on the A string and on the D string. Which fret? Fret number 2, because remember the frets are like your rows going down like that. The only other thing here with chord diagrams, see those numbers up on the top. 2 and 3. In chord diagrams, numbers are your fingers. We don't count thumbs, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it says 2, middle finger, on the A string on the 2nd fret. So we hold that down. We add to it the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret on the D string. Now, you're going to just clamp those straight down. Again, see the fingers are very up on their tips for this. Okay, because if I do this, it mutes some of the open strings. So this is very much about keeping those fingers straight up and down, very claw-like. I play all these notes. I suggest you clamp it down and then pick one at a time, let them ring. That way you can hear if you're getting them all. Otherwise, if you just strum right away, you might think you're doing really great, but upon closer inspection, uh-oh, right? So if you get them all correct, you hear them, then go ahead and strum. When you strum, that's the exception about the right hand. You want to be floating at that point. You do not want to be making contact with the guitar when you strum, okay? So you can just float, keep your wrists a little loose, and just drag your pick across, okay?